Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69 and welcome back to the channel. Today we have two hero replays, and I mean they are absolute heroes. This one we have Badly EU, and he's driving the Object 252U. You may have already seen this replay on Soft Rescue's channel, but he sent it to me as well, and I thought, you know what, I've got to add commentary to this. The damage is just too good. I mean, we have two replays for you today, and we have around 14,500 damage. Yes, 14,500 damage, and both replays are tier 8 tanks. Tier 8, 14.5k damage. So first up we have the Object 252U. Now, this has recently come for sale, and I did state, and I've stated before, that I don't think that this tank is OP. Well, if you watch this, then you might change your mind. You might think it's OP just by watching this, but bear in mind these two replays could actually also feature, I could rename the title World of Dummies. I mean, to get the damage these guys get, you have to have at least a few dummies in the game, and this is what happens. So first up, Canal, he's pushed to the right side, which is the medium side. Now I do think he started turning towards the Persian, which I probably thought was the wrong choice, only because that T71 has done a whole 68 HE damage into him. Not sure why he was firing HE, but I mean, 68 damage, it's still not 0 damage. So I love what he's doing here. He's aiming at the bottom of the Lupus, puts him on fire, and that is his first kill of the game. 1300 damage, and he's only blocked, what, 225, not too much at the moment. It's just, that is going to go up a little bit. Not too much, but it is going to go up a little bit. So that is his second kill. Nice, 2 kills there. And now that is basically all the tanks around this area. As soon as they can clear this Persian, the rest of the tanks are pretty much all the right side. So there goes the Smasher, the most OP tank in the game. Probably one of the tanks that you do want alive when you are down on tanks. And the Persian now is pretty much isolated. The T-44 is going to rush, and unfortunately, Badly, he's not going to get this kill on the Super Persian, which is going to be a shame, an absolute shame, because he's just reloaded. If he would have just maybe fired HE there, he may have killed him, he may have not, and that's going to be a big difference big difference at the end of the game. Now, as he was aiming at this, I thought, no way you're going to get that hat shot, and I was right. He does miss his shot. So at the moment, he's on 2k damage. Now, both of these replays, nothing really special happens until the end of the game, which is, I mean, what, 2000 damage. He's done okay. Done nothing special, but he's done okay. But it's a 3 versus 4, and there's still a lot of hit points to get through. That AT-15, the Object 252U, they are both full hit points, and there is only 3 of them on his team, and one of them is a one-shot. But there is going to be a match-winning decision. It completely changes the outcome of the battle, and that's not what he does. It's actually what the T-44 does. Not sure if the T-44 meant to do it, but the T-44 changes the outcome of the game. So at the moment, Badly is going to go for the IS-3, and he's picking his targets wisely. I mean, it's the only target. He's not rushing, he's waiting, he's pretty much full hit point, and that there from the T-44 was a match-winning or match-changing decision in dropping down into this ditch, because now he's going to get 3 tanks all go down after him, which means Badly can just sit up here and farm these tanks, and he's going for the most dangerous tank, which is of course the Object 252U, and he knows that because he's freaking driving one. So he knew that the Object 252 was the best tank to go for, but now at the moment this is where the magic happens. It is now a 1 versus 4. He's already now on 4000 damage, and there's 2 tanks that are that are one-shots. So if he can clear these one-shots first, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's not just going to go for the damage, he's going to go for the one-shots. He knows he has to clear tanks, and he does clear the IS-3. So that's now 3 kills. To win this, he needs to get a mega amount of damage. One of the most I've seen in tier 8 apart from the odd few. 3 kills, he has to finish on 6 kills, a 1 versus 4. He has to do something special. But of course, it's not just all about skill in this kind of situation. You have to have dummies on your team, and no idea why this AMX doesn't shoot. No idea. He had time to shoot. He even bounces the Object 252U from the rear. So again, he's going to ignore the AT-15 at the moment. He's going to go for the Object 252U, who is a one-shot. And now this AT-15 is in a bad position. It's not the best position to be when you are in a turretless TD that is as slow as the AT-15. Now, Divaka1234 YouTube, I really hope you wasn't on YouTube, because it was a bad decision and not sure. I mean, he had time to move. There's an Object 252 dead carcass in front of him. He could have just at least tried. He could have at least gone to that tank and at least tried to turn around. But, I mean, he just gives up. He just gives up. And badly, he's on 5 kills with 45 seconds left. And he is on 6,600 damage. In tier 8, that is absolutely amazing. Absolutely. It's still going to take him 2 shots to clear. He does low roll, leaves him on 11 HP. But of course, now the AT-15 starts to go towards the Object 252, the dead carcass. So badly, EU. Well played, 6 kills, a 1 versus 4, 1,325 block damage. He would have still been alive if he didn't block anything, literally only just. But he ends on 6,955. Top gun, high caliber. He gets the pulls, and of course he gets the kolobanov. 1,802 base XP. Now, I do feel so sorry for you. Like, tier 8, you was 45 damage away from 7,000. Next up, we have Yati Me, and he's actually driving the T28 prototype. It's a tank that doesn't really feature on the channel. I mean, the tank's okay. It's not a T28. The prototype's much better because you have the turret. Now, this is just, it's a Hall of Fame. The last game of the Object 252U was a Hall of Fame. This is also a Hall of Fame, and I don't ever think that this damage will ever get beaten. It will be #1 for the whole time. I don't think anyone is going to get more damage than this guy does in this tank ever. Considering it's also a tier 7 game, maybe a tier 9 game where there's more hit points. But again, as I've said before, mainly in tier 10, the hit point buffs to all the heavy tanks, we're just going to see more damage games, and that has happened. You've seen my replays, I think yesterday, they were all 8,000, nearly 9,000, and I'm just getting so many 8,000 damage games because of this hit point buff. So you're going to be expected to start seeing these lower tier games, because obviously the tier 6 and upwards have all got the hit point buffs. We should start seeing big damage games in these tier 8 and tier 9 games as well. But I didn't expect it to come from a T28 prototype. I mean, the tank's okay, but it's nothing to write home about, nothing special. And just like the first game, it is going to take a little while for the game to actually kick in. So he's gone to the left side, and there is already 2 tanks down, and he's basically on his own. There is a medium tank with him, but he's basically on his own against 4 tanks. Now, there goes one. There goes the AMX AC-46, and now there's just 3 tanks. There goes the T-44, so he is on his own against 3 tanks. He goes for the Bulldog. Now, he has a decision to make. Does he rush the Panther because the Pantera is flanking around? He's actually going to wait and try and go for the Pantera, but unfortunately he just hasn't quite got that gun depression. And now with the Pantera coming, he has no choice. He has to rush this Panther. It's a 3 versus 5. It's a 3 versus 5, and the enemy are already on 630 supremacy points, so he has to be quick. Now, the Panther has a great rate of fire, so he's going to have to start bouncing some from this guy. He has bounced some. He's bounced a few already, but he has to bounce more. He has to bounce more, and he does take him out. So now it is a 2-on-4, and again, this is where the magic starts to happen. He has to cap this base. He's on 3k damage, and the Pantera, again, just like the first game, it takes dummies to get this kind of damage. It takes dummies to get massive damage in any tier. And this game, I mean, I would love an enemy like this. I really would, because this Pantera, he just hasn't done nothing. But the real dummy here is the KV4. Now, it's a 1 versus 4, just like the first game, and he does manage to take that Pantera out for his 4th kill. So to win this game, he's already on 4.3k damage, 4 kills, and the enemy now up to 740 supremacy points. Now, there is 3 enemy left alive. That was the other side of the map. Why on earth is there no bases being capped? There's 2 bases there, base B and base A. No one wanted to cap the bases, and they're going to pay the price. They're going to pay the price. They should have capped. Not sure where the KV4 is. I mean, we see him a little while ago around B area, and we're not actually going to see him for quite a while. So 5,100 damage against 3 tanks. He's a one-shot. He's a one-shot. Now, this shot next, he's going to get very unlucky, but he's also going to get very lucky. That shot there on the tracks may have just been a game-changing shot there. He probably didn't mean to go for the tracks, or he did, but he wanted to do damage. Unfortunately, he didn't do damage. Now, just look how lucky he gets here. A bounce, bounce, and now he is going to go for the right target, which is the Tiger 2. That is the better DPM tank, and again, just watch how lucky he gets here. The IS-3 is going to go down. They are both turning. Just look at that shot. Straight over his turret. 6 kills now. I'm going to speed this up because we're just going to go and search for the KV4. And when I was watching this, I was praying. I already knew the damage, and I was just praying that this guy is not AFK. So he's a one-shot, but the KV4 is full, almost full hit points, 1,500 hit points, and he gets a nice high roll, and he gets a bounce on top. So 50 seconds left alive. 50 seconds left. As long as he can stay alive, he will win this game. But he wants to kill. He's on 6 kills. I mean, this KV4, what an absolute dummy. I think he's shooting HE. That was a 500 block damage there. And just watch the next shot. He's going to... I mean, just watch. It's, what are you doing? He's shooting HE and he does 76 damage. Just absolute stupid. But nevertheless, I didn't want to add these games into World of Dummies because I think they both did absolutely brilliantly, and with the damage they get, I thought it would be a bit disrespectful to put them in. So 7,500 damage. Top Gun, high caliber, Rosani, steel wall, and of course 1 versus 4, he gets the Kolobanov medal. 7,542. Yaimi, bow. Take a bow, son. Take a bow. 2,035 base XP. Thank you guys for sending me those replays in. World-class replays. But of course, a little bit of dummies, but you need the dummies to get that damage. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you soon. With